Before I go on, hit subscribe now. Moments like this rarely get shared twice. What if the reason you're stuck is not because you don't know what to do, but because you're thinking too much? Most people believe more thinking leads to better results. But the truth is, too much thinking often leads to no action. You overthink the plan. You overthink the risk. You overthink the outcome. And while you're thinking, nothing moves. This is where Stoic philosophy gives a powerful lesson. Think less, act better. Not no thinking, just clear thinking followed by action. Over 2,000 years ago, Stoics understood that action is what shapes life, not endless thoughts. The Stoic teacher Epictetus taught that it's not enough to learn or talk about ideas, you must live them. Think about that. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow. I just need more time. I need the perfect plan." That's overthinking, and it keeps you stuck. Stoics believed in something different. Do what needs to be done now. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, "You have work to do, so get up and do it." No delay, no excuses, just action. Because action builds momentum, and momentum builds results. Here's the problem with overthinking. It creates fear. You start imagining everything that could go wrong. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if it doesn't work? These thoughts feel real, but most of them never happen. Another Stoic thinker, Seneca, warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Overthinking feeds that imagination. It turns small problems into big fears, and fear stops action. But action does something powerful. It breaks fear. The moment you take action, your mind becomes clearer. You stop guessing. You start learning. Even if you make mistakes, you grow. That's the Stoic way. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They acted with what they had. Let's make this simple. Imagine you want to start something new. A project, a habit, a goal. You can spend weeks thinking about it, or you can take one small step today. Which one moves you forward? Action. Always action. Stoics believed in focusing on what is in your control, and action is always in your control. Not the result, not the outcome, but the effort. When you act, you take control of your life. When you overthink, you give control to fear. There is also another hidden problem: perfection. Many people wait until everything is perfect before they start. Perfect plan, perfect timing, perfect conditions. But perfection never comes. Stoics knew this. That's why they focused on progress, not perfection. Do it, improve it, repeat. This builds confidence, not thinking, action. Think about the strongest, most successful people. They don't sit and think all day. They act, they learn, they adjust, they keep moving. That's why they grow faster, because they don't stay stuck in their head. In modern life, distractions make this worse. Social media, endless information, too many choices. It creates confusion, and confusion leads to overthinking. But the Stoic approach cuts through all of that. Keep it simple. What needs to be done? Do it. No delay, no drama, just action. Here's a simple method you can use today. When you feel stuck, do this. Step 1, stop overthinking. You don't need more information. You need movement. Step 2, find the next small action. Not the whole plan, just the next step. Step 3, do it immediately, not later, now. This builds momentum, and once you start, it becomes easier to continue. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. The more you act, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you act. This is how growth happens, not in your head, but in your actions. So remember this, thinking is useful, but too much thinking is a trap. Action is what changes your life, so think clearly, then move. Don't wait for perfect. Don't wait for the right time. Start now, because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes, and the sooner you act, the faster you grow.